What's up, everybody? This is Parker. Before we start the show, I wanted to tell you a little bit about our sponsor, Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has the ability to allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. It's everything you need to make a podcast just in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. Just go to the Anchor app, where you can find it on the App Store or Google Play, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thank you, Anchor, for sponsoring this episode. What is up, everybody? This is the Foam Finger. My name is Parker.
Sebastian.
And today we are talking a little bit of MLB, as that's coming to a close here real soon. With the playoffs starting in October, not early September. I don't know why I'm saying early September, but we got a lot of teams to talk about. Julio Rodriguez specifically being one of the players we're going to talk about today. Some predictions we have about the playoffs, and yeah, a lot more.
So, to get right into it, as recently, a couple days ago, Julio Rodriguez got signed. Not signed. He extended his contract with the Mariners, but I kind of think it's a little premature for what he's produced.
Isn't this only his second year?
Yeah, it's. Oh, I thought it was his first year in it's his first year in the MLB, but he's been a part of the Mariners since 2017. Yeah.
Oh, geez, so he's been part of that farm system for a minute.
Yeah. But they extended his contract $210 million and could max out at $470.
And that's for 14 years, correct?
14 years.
It's 14 years, and it's worth up to $410 million.
I got 470.
Oh, whoops.
You could, so.
But the thing with that extension, like you said, is a little premature. He's only batting, 272?
He's batting 266 as of yesterday. Yeah.
Okay, and that's not an awful. That's better than literally almost every player on the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, but the Tigers are the bottom of the MLB. They're like, I don't know, to be giving somebody
14 years.
14 years for $210 million, and it could max out if he hits all his bonuses and whatnot to 470 over the span that he's there. It could be a little jump of the gun, though. But the big teams, I guess, will not super huge teams, but like the Padres signed Tatis to however long, like the 13-year deal that he has. The Yankees, how long do they have Judge for?
I think he's actually coming up on
free agency.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like a few more years, I think.
I did not know that. I thought he had like a.
Well, they're probably going to
deal.
extend him after
Yeah,
this
that's what
year
I
if
would
he wins
think.
MVP. I don't think Judge wants to go anywhere but New York, but just like you said, premature. He again, first year in the big show. Like, you're going to extend this guy 14 years. He could die tomorrow. Like,
the Mariners, I will say, don't have really anybody that they're trying to build around, so this is their guy that they're trying to do. He's hitting the long ball. He's got 21 home runs on the year, which for your first year up here, that's not bad at all.
no, not at all. Absolutely not. I don't even know. Miguel Cabrera, for example, was really good his first year with the Marlins, and we extended him for 20 years.
Yeah, but Miggy ended up working out for the Tigers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We were
still today. He's one of the better Tigers.
Yeah, he's batting over. In the middle of the season, he was batting around 300. So
yeah, and I'm pretty sure the whole Tigers team is not even above 300 probably. I don't even know. I haven't watched the Tigers baseball in
I haven't.
In a minute.
Yeah, I haven't since I left. But kind of piggybacking off that, the Mariners have been really good this season.
There's been a lot of teams that have been surprising this year. One team in specific for me that surprised me is the Giants. They're sitting right now 61-64, not doing anything like they were last year. Last year they were a 106 team or 106 win team with the Dodgers.
They won
the
NL West last year, right?
Yeah, they won the West and then lost in the playoffs to the Dodgers. But the Mariners, no, yeah, they have been killing it out in the AL West. They're right behind the Astros by 11 games, but
I don't even know how to say it. The Trastros. The
Yeah.
Trastros.
I don't know. The Guardians have.
They
The
finally
AL Central is probably the worst division in baseball. It definitely
yeah.
is.
The Guardians just took up the first spot in the AL Central from the Twins.
Yeah, the poverty AL Central is. But the Yankees are coming to they're kind of picking up where they were. What was it, a month ago?
Yeah.
When they were red hot, and now they've lost so many games.
Wasn't it like 12-game losing streak or something, whatever like that?
I don't know if it was 12 in a row, but it was like, I think it was like 12 of the last 17 or something like that. Is something I saw on the internet, the interweb.
Yeah, the Yankees did start off very hot. So both New York teams actually have been really good this year.
Yeah.
You don't really see both New York teams being great. So to see the Mets and the Yankees being good and that Subway Series was really fun to watch. And how long ago? The Mets won that series, right?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to either the Yankees or the Mets. But the Mets have been killing it over on the East Coast. They're 82-46. I will say though, there's no team that's touching the Dodgers, baby. There's no team.
They do have the best record in the MLB right now. So
yeah, they're I think so. They're on pace to smash their 106 record win season that they set last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year they set that and they still finished second, and but now they're 18 games ahead of the Padres. I think they're gonna have a for sure spot in the playoffs per usual, but can they hold on? That's the thing that they've always struggled with.
Oh yeah, any team that's been good for however long will always struggle to kind of hold on because, you think about the teams in other sports that have been great for the past how many years, dynasties. Think of the Warriors, you think of the New England Patriots that have been really good historically, and there's one championship games where oh, we got this, and they lose to I don't know, Cleveland for the Warriors in a 3-1 series.
Yeah, they beat they went to the playoffs last year, beat the Giants, and
they lost to the Braves.
Yeah, they lost to the Braves in the NLCS, and then the Braves ended on winning the World Series. But I don't even know who could end up in the playoffs with all this going on. We're coming down to this is peak baseball. This is the best time to watch because you got all the teams, the top 2-3 teams from each division that are trying to play for a playoff spot. The Phillies could make a push, the Braves could make a push.
The Braves aren't even in?
No, the Braves are 3 games behind the
Mets.
The Mets right now. Nobody's. There's still so much baseball technically left that a lot could happen. The Phillies could catch up to the Mets. The Braves could catch up to the Mets. The Brewers could catch up to the Cardinals. Nobody's really gonna catch the Dodgers. I want to say. I think the Dodgers have won the NL West. That could be a little.
Somehow the Padres just catch up. That'd be insane.
The way that teams, the Padres are looking right now, they don't get Tatis back. He's on that 80-game suspension. If they did make the postseason, they're not going to beat. I really would say anybody. They're going to get put up with maybe if the Brewers or they could probably beat the Braves, maybe the Phillies. Once the Phillies get Bryce Harper back though,
Yeah, he's coming back soon, isn't he?
I think so. He just
And I saw
played.
a post by the Phillies saying he's back.
Yeah, he just. Oh, really? I was gonna say he played his like a rehab game in like the what is it, the AAA team for the Phillies, and his first excuse me, his first at bat he smashed a home run. It was like way gone.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you're an MLB superstar and rehab in AAA or AA or single A baseball.
That's true. That's true.
But one team I kind of am excited to see make a push for the playoffs is the Orioles. I mean, they've kind of been the talk recently, them and the Mariners, and I think it's slim, but I do think they have a chance.
I mean, yeah, they're only 10 games back. It's doable, but like they gotta keep going. I mean, it helps that the Yankees have been kind of not
Fumbling
been
the bag.
producing. I mean, yeah, in their last 10, they're 6-4.
Yeah.
But they did have that long like lose streak to where they're at now. So any team, I mean, the Red Sox probably can't make a push, but it's possible they could get into a wild card if they start producing over the Rays and the Blue Jays.
The Rays just fired their manager too.
Did they?
Yeah, like not too long ago.
Okay, I did not.
Or not
know
the Rays, the Blue Jays, excuse me.
that. Okay.
They fired him not too long, like a month or so ago, and I was like, that's interesting. I didn't know. I don't know the whole story behind that, but
Yeah, but like all these 69 and 68, 67
Nice.
win teams, that like the postseason could be pretty steamy. I don't know. The Guardians are probably going to win the AL Central, but they'll get bounced out by whoever they play.
the American League is just very disappointing in my opinion this year. I mean, you got teams that you thought were going to be good, like the Angels, the Tigers, and the Red Sox, and they're all bottom of their division.
Yeah, the Angels, I mean, are only ahead of the Athletics, and that's because the Athletics are a poverty franchise.
I mean, the Athletics literally didn't spend any money in free agency.
I mean,
Like $0.
yeah.
Not even a cent.
Yeah, and then the Red Sox hitting the bottom of the East. I don't know. A couple other. I mean, I think the Nationals are just tanking this year.
I mean, they did just trade Juan Soto for what, like, a lot?
I mean, yeah, but I think they're not gonna do anything this year. They're a 42-win team. The only team that's worse than them is, where are the Tigers? No, they are. Yeah, they are the worst team. So I guess the Tigers aren't the worst.
Well, they're still one of the worst. I mean, the Reds are pretty bad. The Pirates are pretty bad. Beside O'Neal Cruz, I'm excited to see how O'Neal Cruz like develops in the league. The man is a stud.
He's crazy. He has the fastest shortstop to first base throw of any MLB player ever, and now he has the hardest hit baseball ever.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. It was
That's
like
crazy.
It was 122 miles an hour
Holy moly.
right off the bat. It was like it's the hardest hit in the Statcast era.
That's crazy.
122.4 mile an hour. Yeah, no, I was laying in bed when I saw that, and I was like, no way. See, now that's a player who should get signed.
Yeah, he should be
like to their team. They should start building around him right away. Like
And this is only he's only played half of the season.
Yeah.
And I was listening to a podcast. It was Lockdown MLB, and they were talking like, why hasn't O'Neal Cruz been called up? It was like, I don't know. Like they just had no answer to that question. And O'Neal Cruz has proven that he should be up in the show, and he got pulled up like in freaking July, and I was like, that's crazy. Like he's only been in the league for a few months.
Yeah, and he's been going crazy. I think I want to see you throw him in a home run derby. You throw
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge. I mean, Julio Rodriguez, Tatis, just some guys that can like pimp the ball, man.
Aaron Judge's numbers will always be skewed as long as he is a Yankee. That's all I gotta say. His numbers will always be skewed because of him playing home games at Yankee Stadium. But it's true. Yankee Stadium is literally the shortest MLB park in the entire MLB.
That's true. It's like one of the more home run friendly parks in the league, and I mean, it might have something to do with his kind of historic seasons he's had. The one his rookie year, and then now this year. But I don't know. He can pimp the ball just like anywhere. He has some crazy power.
Oh yeah, I don't judge Aaron Judge's ability. I judge the fact that he plays in Yankee Stadium and how many home run. Like, there was a video I watched a while ago comparing like Yankee Stadium to, let's say, Comerica Park, and seeing like where not just Aaron Judge's but the entire Yankees offense, where their home runs would land, because Comerica Park is one of the largest parks in the MLB where
Yeah,
you don't see as many home runs.
yeah.
When home runs happen, they're pretty insane. They're like 425-yard home runs, and it's like, wow.
Foot.
Same thing. Foot, yard, whatever. I don't know math. But like Riley Green's first home run was a walk-off and was straight into center field, into
Yeah.
the bushes by the Chevrolet fountain.
Yeah, it's
And
the deepest part in Comerica.
so like there was a video comparing like the Yankees home runs to like if they were in Comerica Park, and like I think it was like 25% of them would actually be home runs.
Really?
Yes.
Dang.
And that's 25% of them is still a lot, but it's like comparing two parks to each other, it kind of shows how skewed some of those numbers can be.
Yeah.
I feel like it's easy to be a Yankee, if that's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah. And so we talked a little bit, we talked earlier about Tatis and the Padres and how Tatis got suspended for 80 games for using it was a drug to treat ringworm, is what I read. In Clostable. I don't know how you say it.
Let me see it.
Right here.
Clostable?
Yeah, Clostable. It was found in his body, and what I read is that he used it to treat ringworm. But now he's suspended for 80 games, and Adidas just dropped him. They terminated their partnership with Fernando Tatis Jr. after his PED suspension. And that's a big hit, especially if it's just to treat ringworm. Like if the man had it, he hasn't been playing. He's been out hurt for the Padres, and I mean, like if you get ringworm, you got to treat it. But I also understand like the drug test. So you got to check what you're using, and you got to. I don't know how.
Well, the thing is, why is he getting drug tested when he's out?
Well, probably to come back. He was going to make his return soon.
I mean, yeah, but like he was in single A hitting dingers. I mean, and I like pretty much right after I saw like his home run, wherever, I don't know the single A affiliate for the Padres is, but he was out there. He hit a smack right into center field, and literally the next thing I know is he got drug tested and he came up positive for Clostable. So, like, I think it's tough, like, to say, like, if I was Adidas, I'd be like, like, would I really terminate a contract because someone got ringworm? Like,
yeah.
I mean, we don't know if that's the actual true story.
And try and make himself look good, yeah. That's fair. But I don't know how how the MLB players don't have doctors that know what they're taking and what they can and can't take. Like I don't know if it was because he was in the Dominican playing ball over there or whatever, because that's what it says right here, that he obtained the medicine, and the skin medication obtained was in the Dominican Republic where he was at. And but it's just like, how is he just grabbing it off the street?
He hey bro, you got some Clostable?
Yeah, let me get some of that.
Well, he's obviously speaking Spanish because I don't know how to, but I know how to say that in Spanish. He's like, yo, meet me in the corner of Main and South.
Some shady.
Yeah, it's some guy in like a black hoodie that says San Diego Padres.
Oh my god.
Sponsored by Adidas, not anymore. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about the whole situation. I think there needs to be a little bit more investigation done on both the MLB and Adidas's part before suspending someone for 80 games that they don't even know. I mean, I don't know what clostable can be used for in a PED. I said PDD. But like, how crucial is it that he has that in the system? Like, is it really gonna affect the game that much? And it kind of goes back to like how, I mean, obviously steroids are obviously not a smart thing to do while being part of any professional team, but like small things like, oh, you were taking your ADHD medication, you tested positive for Vyvanse, and it has some small chemical that leads to cocaine. Like, is that really that important to like that's kind of like the question that comes into play. Like, how important is it for like these small little chemicals in these certain drugs to be enforced on?
I mean, yeah, they're banned for a reason.
Well, obviously, but like, should there be an amount that can be traced? Like, isn't that a thing?
Yeah. I'm trying to like.
You just looked that up.
Oh yeah. What the flip am I doing? So clostable usually has ester clostable acetate. Dude, all these like
Scientific words.
scientific prevents conversion to dihydro. Dude, oh my god.
Let me read that.
I'm not a doctor. I can't read that.
Clostable usually has the ester clostable acetate is a synthetic and an anabolic androgenic steroid. So it's a steroid. But I mean, clostable is the 4-chloro derivative of the natural hormone testosterone. Oh. So you get more testosterone from that, basically. Interesting. That, okay. I kind of understand. All right. But how does that treat wingworm? Wingworm. How does that treat ringworm? Like, I don't
know. Like, I can't even read.
He just rubbing it on his knee or whatever, and he's like, "Ooh, give me that testosterone."
I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to get away with something over in
the
Dominican.
Realistically, what I just read, he was probably just trying to do something to make himself get better quickly, which is dumb. I don't condone that, but
itching to get back on the field, man.
He's not back on the field.
Yeah.
For another 80 games, or it's less than 80 games now, obviously, but it's probably in the 70s.
Yeah, he's gonna be. He's out for the rest of this season, and then
it's like half of next season.
It's not. I don't even know how much. It's part of next season. It's like right in the beginning.
But kind of moving forward, what are our playoff predictions for the MLB? I mean, we got teams like the Astros, Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, all kind of in the top 2 of both the AL and the NL. And we got kind of sleeper picks like the Cardinals and the Mariners. I believe the Mariners are in right now.
So
Cleveland's also in. So
if it were to end like today, over on the American League side, it would be wild card 1 spot. It goes to the Tampa Bay Rays. Wild card 2 is the Mariners. Wild card 3 spot is the Blue Jays, and then they'd be playing the Guardians because they'd win the thing. And the ALDS, the Yankees and Houston would get the 1 and 2 spot. Over on Over on the oh my god, I almost said Northwoods League where I was working this summer. Over on the National League. Over on the National League side, you got the Los Angeles Dodgers in the 1 spot and the Mets in the 2 spot in the NLDS already. And then the wild card, you got St. Louis sitting in the 3 spot with wild card 1 spot going to the Braves, wild card 2 spot going to the Phillies, and then wild card 3 spot going to the Padres.
That's crazy. That's crazy that the Phillies have been just good enough to make it into the wild card as of right now.
And they still don't even have Bryce Harper.
And once Bryce Harper gets back, they're probably going to be higher.
That's what I was thinking. I personally think that the Phillies can make a push, definitely, over in the National League. The Phillies could probably come up and even take the Braves spot. They're only 6 games behind. Yeah, 6 games behind the Braves. They can come up and take that number 2 spot right away from them. And I mean, the Brewers are still. They're not even in the. They're like in the hunt, I guess you could call it. Still of the playoffs. They could come up and make something happen. I mean,
didn't Christian Yelich just hit his first home run in like however long since he got injured?
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, that's crazy. I didn't know that he hasn't hit a home run in that long.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
But he hit that out.
But for my World Series prediction, I have the Mets and I have I think I have the Astros.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Mets are going to overall win. I think the Mets are the best team in baseball beside record. I think talent-wise they're the best. I mean, obviously you got the stacked Dodgers, but I think Francisco Lindor, the Polar Bear, Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer, their pitching core is insane.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody. I mean, it could happen to where the Dodgers choke a series against the Braves again or something. But it'd be a good series against the Mets. But I don't think any team this year is going to beat the Dodgers on the National League side. The Dodgers, like, they got the pitching rotation. They got their bullpen is fire. Like, they have their batters top to bottom can all smack the ball anywhere around the park.
And the thing with the Mets, you got like Diaz as a closer. I mean, Diaz is a great closer, but his walkout song's even better. Dude,
everybody's obsessed with this walkout song.
Dude, it's great. It's great. And I saw a TikTok like of people like dancing to the song. People don't know how to play a trumpet. Like some people are playing like a clarinet. Some people are playing a trombone. Like what are these people doing? Like, come on. Like, how do you not know what a trumpet looks like? Like, it's not on the side of your face, it goes straight. But, like, some people are just also do some really crazy stuff with their hands when that song comes on. But, I do think the Mets they're a very talented team.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
And I think I do really believe they have a chance at a huge playoff run this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. I don't think any team it'll probably be the Mets and the Dodgers maybe. I don't know. The Dodgers could get upset. I want to say by the Braves just because like Freddie Freeman's now on the Dodgers and Craig Kimbrell is now also on the Dodgers and Kenley Johnson is on the Braves. Like they just kind of like flipped closers.
Yeah.
So the Braves could be playing with like a chip on their shoulder. But
maybe, I mean,
I don't know. I think the Dodgers, if they don't choke this year, they're gonna win. They're gonna win the World Series.
One team I really do see not really playing up to par to everybody's expectations is the Yankees. I mean, you see them having that kind of downward slump right now, and I think a team like Cleveland or Toronto can really impact the way they play during the playoffs. I think the Yankees will have the biggest upset in the entire playoffs this year. If they somehow, unless they somehow just don't make the playoffs in general, but I doubt that's going to happen. But
yeah. So like, if the Blue Jays can sneak in and play, say the Guardians or whoever wins the AL Central, then I feel like the Blue Jays or who else is it that's right behind them? The Blue Jays and the Rays, or even if the Orioles make that push, I feel like they could beat the Guardians and upset the Yankees because the Yankees could lose very easily in the playoffs. I think that's a pretty good prediction.
Yeah, I that's just kind of my like pretty common take, I guess, if we're doing hot cakes and hot takes right now. But my obviously my hottest take is the Mets winning it all.
Okay.
I do think they are the most cut out this year to win it all.
Okay. So your two teams, you got the Mets winning it all against
the Astros.
You think it's going to be against the Astros?
I think the Astros are going to make it again.
Okay, I think it would be cool to have New York and New York in the
Oh,
World
I think that would be
Series,
great
too.
this year, but I don't see the Yankees winning. I
No,
don't think they make it past the second round.
no, yeah, I can agree with that. So I guess my prediction on the National League side, I'm gonna take the Dodgers, and then
Of
on
course you're picking the Dodgers.
yeah,
Like, come on,
the
that's such a
That's my
biased pick,
no,
bro.
it's my team, bro. I can't. I'm not
Like,
going against them. They're
unbiased. Come on.
best team in baseball, man. I don't know what you want me to
Yeah,
tell
they.
you.
I mean, how many times does
It
the
was
best team in baseball win it all? Like, let's be honest.
I mean, they're just looking so hot this year. Like they're
Regular,
they're so
nothing
good
matters
this
until
year.
the postseason.
I mean,
Regular
yeah,
season doesn't matter.
just the way that they've been playing, and I mean, they're not going to play anybody in the first round. But if the Phillies step on the Braves, then I think the Dodgers would step on the Phillies. Like literally, just like I think they would sweep the Phillies.
I mean, the Dodgers are good.
The Dodgers are
I
very
don't-
good. I just think the only
Sweep
team in the National League that could put up a fight with them in the playoffs is San Diego if they play them, New York if they play them.
Cardinals.
I think they would. I think the Cardinals might win one game, maybe two.
You don't think the Cardinals are that good this year, do you?
The Cardinals never really impressed me.
Paul Goldschmidt's is a G this year. If Andrew Tate was here, you'd call him a top G.
I mean, yeah. if you put the Cardinals though in any other division, they're sitting third in the East and they're sitting second in the West. I mean, the West is a pretty good division, but
Yeah, I mean that's nothing to frown on. Like,
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just don't think. I think the Cardinals would get stepped on by the Dodgers. I really do.
I think Paul Goldschmidt's really good this year. I think Albert Pujols is really good this year. I see at best. I don't think the Cardinals would win, but I definitely think they could put up a fight and win about two games in a 5-game series against them. I think it could go all 5 games with the Dodgers and Cardinals.
I don't think so.
You don't think that at all?
No. Dude, I don't know. I just
It's you being biased. That's why.
It's not me being biased.
It is.
Ever since the Cardinals
video.
traded away Albert Pujols to the Angels back when we were like little kids, I've never really had an interest in the Cardinals. Ever since they played the Rangers in the World Series, like that's when the Cardinals like died out. Like I don't know, the Cardinals are just like I don't know, they're just like in middle of. I mean, not middle of the pack. They're winning their division. They're like a top 15 or top 10 team in the league. I'll say that. Not a top 15, top 10. But like, I just don't think they stack up to the Dodgers at all. I think the Mets in a regular postseason series, I think the Mets would stand the best chance against any team in the league against the Dodgers.
I mean, you already know my opinion on how the Mets are going to do this offseason.
Yeah, it's fair, but I don't know the AL though. I think anybody can win that. I really hope it's not Houston. I would like to see the Mariners. Honestly, Mariners kind of come red hot in the playoffs.
The American League is very weak this year. I mean, compared to the National League, the American League's like, it's like nothing. I mean, there's good teams in it, but I don't think anybody's really gonna. I think the American League is way more unpredictable than the National League this year.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, Seattle could make a huge run this year.
Seattle could make a run.
I doubt it.
Toronto could make a run. The Rays could make a run.
I doubt it. I mean, didn't they just sign or trade for Luis Castillo from the Reds? The pitcher.
I have no idea. Maybe. If I don't know. I don't really pay attention to like that many trades. Not gonna lie.
It's all good, but kind of getting more into like the postseason, kind of off-season type stuff. Who's your pick for MVP in both leagues? I mean, I can assume one of them for the National League, but
I don't know. There's so many players that are playing good. Like, I mean, what is Francisco Lindor's numbers right now?
Francisco Lindor is not going to win MVP.
Who do you think is?
I think for the National League, it's going to be Aaron Judge, and the American
American League Aaron Judge.
Yeah, American League Aaron Judge, and then National League it's going to be Paul Goldschmidt. from the Cardinals.
Okay.
And if it's not Paul Goldschmidt, I think the consensus is Shohei Ohtani, but I don't think maybe.
Well, so Shohei's American League. Shohei's American League with the Angels.
That's right. Never mind. That's
so like, that's what I was gonna say. Is I mean Shohei could maybe be somebody to upset Judge. I think Judge has the clear.
I don't think it's that.
AL MVP.
I don't think that the one thing with the National League, I think Aaron Judge is the best player in the National League. So I don't think there's really anything to kind of argue about that. But I do think Paul Goldschmidt is the best player in the National League.
Okay.
And then Cy Young, I think Verlander's back at quite the top for the American League. He's like top 2, top 3 in Vegas odds. Like, it's crazy. And we traded away for a bag of chips. We literally whatever.
Hey man.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be Kyle Korver and get it traded for a copy machine. Like, I can't believe that's an actual story too. But
yeah.
Besides the point.
So I mean, Aaron Judge, I want to say, is the favorite to win the, like I said, MVP odds in the AL. But over in the NL, there's Paul Goldschmidt. I was gonna say Arenado, Freeman, Trey Turner, Mookie Betts. Those are all on there. And I mean, Lindor's up there, but I don't think Lindor.
I don't think he has that great of a chance. I remember Manny Machado was up there a while ago, but then he's kind of had a slump recently.
Yeah, and I mean, oh no, that's still not. I was gonna say I didn't know, because I was gonna say the Nationals were an American League team, but they're not. They're a National League team.
It would not make sense if the Nationals were an American League team. Let's be honest.
Yeah, well, I was saying like for the trade for
Juan Soto,
if it was gonna go from like American League to National League for like MVP odds or whatever, but it's all national because I'm dumb. But I don't know. I feel like Freddie Freeman has been turning up. So is Trey Turner and Mookie Betts. But I don't know. I don't want to be biased. Paul Goldschmidt could win it. I mean, what we're looking at right here, he does have the best odds so far.
I remember, him and Albert Pujols just had a walk-off last night. So
they did last night?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. That used to be my favorite baseball player growing up was Albert Pujols.
Really?
Because I used to drive around the country with my dad, and I got the first ever jersey I had was a St. Louis Cardinals Albert Pujols jersey.
That's sick.
Yeah, I had that. That was the first ever little sports jersey I had, and I would wear that thing everywhere.
Dude, my favorite player growing up was Ramon Santiago. I'm not even kidding.
From the Tigers?
Oh yeah. Dude, I remember watching the playoffs and he hit a walk-off, and I was just like, what the heck? And I was like, this is crazy. That guy's my favorite. And he's coaching the Tigers right now, so I got to see him every day this year.
Yeah. I don't know. Trey Turner's got one of the more satisfying slides, though. I guess if there was a sliding award, I would put Trey Turner up for the sliding award. Have you ever seen that man slide into second base?
No, I don't watch the Dodgers.
Dude, Trey Turner, Trey Turner just has the most satisfying slide.
I have heard that though. It's kind of like a.
It's so smooth. It's like he's just floating into the base.
But I think
you want to do a little hot takes and hot cakes. I got one.
Sure, let's go. Let's go for it. Little hot cakes and hot takes real quick.
Canned, pop is better than bottled pop.
Why? Why is that something that was in your mind?
Because we were talking about it earlier with cans and bottles. Because bottles get hot quicker than cans do.
I mean,
and canned pop tastes better. Canned Mountain Dew, canned Crush, canned whatever tastes better than a bottle, from the gas station.
But I feel like from my experience, I have never really noticed a difference. But
Oh, dude, what? It's all different. Fountain pop is different than canned pop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you want to get into that? Oh, yeah, dude. I don't know why, but I think the syrup, there's more syrup in fountain pop than there's actually, in the actual drink that they sell, at Walmart.
Probably, something like that. But, it's all, it all has its own, different, taste. I don't know. I feel like you could kind of like with like the water test, like blind taste test different types of like pop that's from like a fountain, a can, and a bottle, and I feel like you might be able to tell the difference.
No
Maybe
way.
not.
We
I
might
don't
have
know.
to try that out.
I
But
don't know. They all
I
have
feel like
their
there's
own like little ring to it, you know?
But like you got like the box, you got to put the straw in, and then you got to be like.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. No
I mean,
doubt.
it is, but that's probably something for once we get our YouTube stuff going. But
yeah,
I've never noticed. I think I need to just kind of, but I have noticed the fountain pop to the store bought pop.
Yeah.
But
no, dude, anything canned is way better than bottled.
Hear me out. We're just probably triggering a ton of people right now that don't live in Michigan. Saying pop.
Maybe. Or like, dude, you know Yoo-hoo, like the chocolate
Dude,
milk.
the Yoo-hoos that come in the cans are way better.
Canned Yoo-hoo is better than boxed Yoo-hoo.
Oh my god!
I will not buy boxed Yoo-hoo. I'll buy canned Yoo-hoo.
Once I tried canned Yoo-hoo, I never bought box Yoo-hoo anymore.
Canned Yoo-hoo is so much better.
Plus, there's more.
Yeah, way more. Yeah, it's like a normal can.
Yeah, it's good. All right. Well, I think this is a good point to leave off the episode. Talked a little bit about baseball. We have some stuff coming up with the show. We have some YouTube stuff. We're more than likely going to be moving to a more video. Well, we're going to stay on Spotify, obviously, and all that kind of stuff. But we're also going to kind of adventure out and do some more video. You're going to see our faces. We're going to be...
Oh, no, that's scary.
Yeah. Dude, I tried to do a video podcast with just my webcam once, and I just turned it off. I was like, I can't do this. I hate this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just hate looking at myself when I talk. But that's coming up. And then we have, well, the homecoming stuff. Yeah, we have a tailgate coming up for those of you at Olivet College. We're going to be selling some merch, some stickers. I think I mentioned this last week. But we'd love to see you guys. We'd love to see your faces. Yeah, it should be a fun time.
Should be a great time.
Do we have anything else that is coming up?
No, other than the homecoming, we're gonna, like you said, we're gonna have a table, stickers, merch. It's gonna be a good time. Come see us. Come hang out.
Yeah, definitely come hang out. We might. I mean, we're both 21. We might be drinking a beer on the side and stuff like that. But
well, we can't at the game, but.
Well, we're outside the game.
Yeah.
But it should be fun. It should be fun. It should be a fun time. But yeah. You're listening to The Foam Finger. My name is Parker.
Sebastian.
Peace.